G'day guys. This is a video on another sort of so-called miracle fatty acid. It's called C-17. And let me just read it out. It's called Heptadecanoic. So hepta, 7, decanoic meaning 10, decanoic acid. Has another name as well, Margaric acid as well. So it's a I don't know how many hydrogens it's got, but it's an oxygen, but it's got 17 carbons. So, and apparently, like the carbon 15 that they talk about and are producing supplements, in the not too distant future, I suspect there'll be a lot of companies out there pushing C-17 as well because it's starting to get traction. There are a few more rat studies, a few more, you know, gurus out there starting to tout it. It's in the early days, so I said I might as well nip it in the bud, get some information out there to my lovely subscribers and just tell them exactly what it's all about and exactly where they can get it and that they don't need supplements. It is available in animal foods, and you don't have to spin an arm and a leg like most fools out there are doing with the carbon 15 supplements. Remember that? I did that video. I'll stick it up there so for those who missed it, you can check it out again. Now let's get into this one and check out this new miracle um, future supplement that will be appearing in the not too distant future. So you'll be hearing your regular sort of gurus out there, the regular type of gurus. They'll be basically touting it. It's the next best thing since the last best thing. So the AI, obviously, it will tell you what the industry wants you to know. So never trust the AI, but it's just useful to tell you what it thinks about it. C-17 fatty acid, also known as heptadecanoic acid, is considered beneficial due to its potential role in promoting metabolic health, like the other one, potentially lowering the risk of cardiometabolic disease and supporting healthy liver function, primarily because it belongs to a category of odd-chain saturated fatty acids, which are metabolized differently in the body compared to even-chain fatty acids. Studies always suggest something if you pay them well, because these are all associated, if you want to know, or petri dish ones like the C15, or they are, oh, that's right, bought and paid. Studies suggest higher levels of C-17 fatty acids may be associated with reduced inflammation and improved insulin sensitivity. Oh, you mean deactivation of the Randall cycle? God almighty. So cardiometabolic health. Oh, thank you. Yes, I'll stick to taurine and a species-appropriate diet for that one. Thank you very much. Liver health, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Don't eat fructose like Salad Boy does. Yes, you know who you are, Mr. Saladino. Yes, yes, even juicy nowadays. Next level fructose intake. And anti-inflammatory effects. Oh, we all love anti-inflammatory effects. Overall health by reducing chronic inflammation in the body. We all need that. Yes. Improved insulin sensitivity. Stop guzzling down sugar. Where to find C-17 fatty acids? Dairy products only. So dairy products, fatty acid is almost abundant in any full fat, or at least it's being honest about that, full fat dairy products like butter and whole milk. Yes, butter in particular. Certain fish Some fishies. This sounds fishy. Some fish species also contain measurable amounts of C-17, carbon-17 fatty acid. Yes, and the rest is, your usual sort of stuff. That's what it's called in the common lingo. Margaric acid in your common variety lingo, and the other one is the scientific name for it. Now, foods that have got it. So there it is, Margaric acid 17.0, meaning carbon 17, 100 grams, the common ones, because we don't want the processed ones in that regard. And we're looking at 100 grams, which is always 3.53 ounces, my North American friends. Exactly. The non-metric, you should be spanked for that. How dare you? You know who you are. Anyway, the best sauce in 100 grams. So salted butter, unsalted butter, 0.56 grams per 100. So 200 grams will 200 will definitely give you a gram, over a gram. So not that I would be recommending people guzzling down shitloads of butter. We don't need like massive amounts. And even in the supplements, you're not going to get a gram. Even remember the other one? 200 milligrams or stuff like that. So we'll get more than enough. Then you go down to whipped. So whipped butter, salted. So because it's aerated a bit, you tend to basically lose a bit due to the aeration. It's not like, like butter is more solid in that regard. Pepperoni. Ah, yes. We all love pepperoni, beef or pork, sliced. 0.34. Eat. Then the next one, grounded turmeric. I don't think I'll be consuming 100 grams or over 3.5 grams of turmeric. I suspect I'd be chelating every single mineral that I ate. And on top of that, I'd probably be introducing shitloads of oxalate into my body. No thanks. And it would be, oh, God, can you imagine trying to swallow 100 grams of turmeric powder? That would be hard. I'd rather stick to having 100 grams of butter. You get more, and it tastes a hell of a lot better. Doesn't it, boys and girls? Yes, it does. Beef bologna. Then you got rendered bacon fat, 0.27. Ah, yes, piggy. Piggy always is there to, yes, more fat. So obviously the leaner the meat is, it's going to have less of this. Obviously, the fatter the meat is going to have more because it's, part of the fat. It's a fatty acid after all. So then you've got, bison, buffalo, ground minced. Obviously, in the USDA database, they haven't covered everything, unfortunately. So we don't have all the cuts of meat. It just is what it is. So next down, cream cheese, then cheddar. Let me just increase that because I didn't actually increase that, did I? I didn't increase it at all. So just so it's more visible, as you can see, as we go down, then we've got, so you can see here, the fattier something is, it's got more of it because it is, after all, of that. Heavy whipped cream, a bit less, probably because it's got a bit moisture in it. It's nice because I do love Swiss cheese, and it's not. I usually put it on my patties. I just put one on one side, then I turn it over and put the other one. It just sort of melts around it. Really nice. So, and a poached egg on top sometimes. So it's good to know that Swiss cheese has heaps of it in that regard. Yep, steak, obviously. Isn't it funny? We haven't seen a fish yet, but look at that, how biased it is. dairy, then it goes to certain fish. What about the meat, Mr. AI? What about the meat? Oh, that's right. It had the wrong colour. That's right. It's red. And we're biased towards red. We believe everything is, in this case, it's discriminatory. It's a bigot. It actually thinks everything should be white. How dare it? Bad AI, bad IA. Yes, that's a bad AI that needs a bit of a spanking, I would say, boys and girls, wouldn't you? Not a good AI. And then further down there, macadamia nuts, obviously a lot of oxalate as well. Probably not the best thing. And, a lot of other anti-nutrients like all nuts. Yes, and some of the human ones as well. A lot of anti-you-know-what. So you got olives. Yes, possibly not is contraindicated. It does have oxalates, olives. Just keep that in mind. Then we go down here. This is the better stuff. Parmesan, dry pork and beef salami. Yummy. Things like that. Cinnamon, I don't think I'll be consuming 100 grams of cinnamon. I choke, let alone the oxalate and everything else, the anti-nutrients and all that. Yes, I would rather than cinnamon, I'd rather have 100 grams of T-bone steak for 0.124. So as you can see, animal foods have plenty. We do not need to supplement, and I suspect most of these supplements will be around the 200 milligrams. And the amount of meat that we eat as carnivores, we're going to get more than enough. And if you eat a bit of dairy and butter in particular, God, you'll be definitely getting more than enough in comparison. So if in the future you get some popular guru sites promoting carbon-17 fatty acids, it'll be, exactly like the C-15. And even there, a lot of the studies that they quote are all associated studies, a lot of them. So there is a problem there. Now there is some information there in terms of mechanistic where they've actually done biopsies and stuff like that. And obviously when you take in carbon 15 odd chain fatty acids, and I suspect it may be even with this one, they will go into cell membranes, and they do seem to provide some membrane stability, the carbon 15s. But as I said, if you check I'll put the video up there. What foods are the ones that have the highest content? It's the animal foods again. So, we get more than enough, more than we get multiple times more than what the supplements have. So we've got no problems in that regard. And we're not consuming a lot of seed oils to take up that spot inside the actual cell membrane. So we're fine. We're taking in the right stuff, and the body knows where to put it, so to speak. Did I say that? That sounded a bit rude. Where to put it? Sounded a bit rude. Something that Ted would say. God, I'm picking up some bad habits from that lad. Oh, God, I have to stop following him on X or looking at some of his stuff. Some of it's good. Some of it's good and critical. But anyway, that it is. So if you get the plug or somebody's pushing a new supplement in the not too distant future or in this period, basically what to tell them. I get it from meat and dairy. I don't need to supplement. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this informative little video. See yous.